Welcome everybody to this first ever live stream that this channel has done. Well, we did a few tests early on a few days ago, but they lasted maybe a couple of minutes on end. Uh, Tonight we are trying to do a live stream of a game between Atlanta and Carolina, and I am using two monitors. One is my TV and the other is my normal computer monitor. Murphy's Law is in effect tonight. Anything that could go wrong will. I'm also recording this in the event that something happens with the stream to the point where you don't see it, or something crashes. Computers, anything can happen. So we will head on over to the game here in just one moment. Stand by, folks. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this, so a lot can go wrong. And if you saw my video last night, anything that can go wrong usually tends to. We were going to bring you Miami and Dallas last night, but I accidentally hit the auto key of on the play screen, and we wound up giving you Washington and St. Louis instead. So we're setting this up for you right now. In fact, let me show you my screen. Now again, I am on two monitors here, so I'm having to waltz over and put things in different places. Oh, now I have the right screen up. Good. Okay, so like I said, tonight we're going to bring you Atlanta and Carolina. And any of you in the chat that can see this and can see this okay, give me a hi sign. I've had some very good feedback from Dave Gardner and Al Red Sox fan, and I hope they drop by. And we should have a fun evening. It'll definitely be interesting, that's for sure. Atlanta and Carolina playing at Bank of America Stadium, 79 degrees and a wind very light, 0 to 10. As usual, I will be playing as the home team of Carolina, and looks like we are about ready to go. Atlanta won the toss and will receive. Our national anthem. The fans getting ready to go for another night of HTFL action from Charlotte, North Carolina, Ric Flair country. Woo! And let's see what we got. We got Tim Dwight back for Atlanta, ready to receive the kickoff. Joey Sly, who was actually on the 2019 Panthers, but the Panthers did not have a kicker, so he has been recruited for this all-time franchise lineup, and we're about ready to get underway. Kick is a touchback. Atlanta will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. Let's set the offense for you. It's going to be Andrews and Pegram as your running backs, Jones and White your wide receivers, Mitchell tight end, Ken, Freilich, Van Note, Fielman, and Kuntz your offensive line. For the Panthers, Peppers and Rucker at defensive ends, Jenkins and Short, defensive tackles. Your linebackers, Davis, Kuechly, and Beeson. Norman, Gamble, Winter, and Harris are in your defensive backfield. Going to be 1st and 10 for Atlanta. I'm controlling Carolina, and we will just let the computer pick a play, as I normally do on the first two downs. It's a give to Andrews. Let's take a look at him. William Andrews out of Auburn, who played on those early 80 teams that were good under head coach Lehman Bennett, and he only gets back to the line. 2nd down, 10 to go. Pass incomplete. Matty Ice was looking for Pegram and couldn't find him. 3rd and 10, nickel zone pass. And this one, incomplete. So 3 and out for the Falcons. Not a good start for them. And a good kick by Bosher. And that was a punt of 55 yards. Oliver making the fair catch. So let's set the other side of the coin for you. We'll start with Carolina's offense. Williams and Goings, your running backs. Smith and Muhsin Muhammad, your wide receivers. Olsen at tight end. Cam Newton is your quarterback, who led the Panthers to their most recent Super Bowl appearance in Super Bowl 50. Gross, Norwell, Khalil, Orton, and Brockmeyer are your offensive line. For Atlanta, Claude Humphrey leads the way with Kearney, Hall, and Jarrett. Brooking, Tuckle, and Kuykendall are your linebackers. Deion Sanders, if you were wondering where he was in the HTFL, he is primetime is stationed in Atlanta. Grimes, Brown, and Case are your defensive backs. We'll give to Williams here, 1st and 10. And that's Williams. Goes trap right for 4 yards. Nice pickup. Steve Smith, willing to test the backfield here of Atlanta, and he's paired up against the Mr. Grimes, who's the opposite number of Deion Sanders. We'll go to him on a short out. But Atlanta showing blitz, we're going to do it anyway. It's Newton. He runs. There's a fumble. Muhammad recovers for Carolina. 1st and 10. Ball at 36 as we have just begun this game. Trap with D'Angelo Williams. He picks up 5. We'll go to Nick Goings on a short pass. Nick Goings catches it. So you could say coming was Goings. That's a pickup of 12 yards. 1st and 10 now for Carolina at the Atlanta 47. D'Angelo Williams, trap left. 1 yard pickup. That moves it to the 46. Again, Steve Smith, not paired up. No, they've changed cornerback assignments. It's now Smith matched up against Primetime. We'll run to the outside with D'Angelo Williams again. Pick up a 5 yards this time. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. And let's see, we are going to throw to Muhammad on a short cross. But Kearney there for the sack. So the drive is stymied for Carolina. They will punt the ball. We'll go to the sideline with Brad Nortman. Try to keep it away from Deion if he's back there. That's not a good kick. Only 28 yards. They kicked away from Tim Dwight, who is the deep man. 1st and 10 now Atlanta at their own 17.
Pass interference, defense, number 24, automatic, 1st down.
And that's a big penalty there as Norman gets caught hanging on to the receiver. 1st and 10 for Atlanta at their own 39. Kuechly keeps Andrews to no gain. So nothing doing there for the Falcons. 2nd and 10 for Atlanta at their own 39. And let's see what happened there. We have Andre Rison coming into the game for Atlanta to spell somebody here. And again, hang on just one moment, folks. Okay, there we go. Fixing something. And we are off and running with 3rd and 12 for Atlanta. Carolina's going to play dime.
Holding, offense, Number 68,
We won't
10-yard
take that.
penalty.
And it's a 4th and 12 now for Atlanta. They're going to punt. We'll see what happens. Punt's going to land inside the 15. We'll fair catch it. Oliver dropped it, but he picked it up at the 11-yard line. So Atlanta has Carolina pinned deep. As we resume the game, we are now midway through the first quarter, no score. And I need to pause for a moment. I should be back in just about 5 seconds. Here we go. Sorry about that, folks. Like I said, this is the first live stream I have done, so things are going to go bump in tonight. Williams, trap right. Pickup of 2 yards. Both teams playing very conservatively early on. We haven't seen Cam Newton's number called yet. We'll go sweep right with him. And Newton will probably rethink that idea anytime in the near future as he loses 2 yards. Bad decision there. Right now, looking at a 3rd and 10 for Carolina. If I can find my mouse here. There we go. 3 wide receivers. We're going to go to Benjamin on a medium slant. Incomplete. And Wharton has been knocked out of the game. Slow getting up. Looks like he has injured his finger. Believe he was on the line, so we'll reset the Carolina offensive line. Gross, Norwell, Khalil, Turner, and Brockermeyer now. But right now, Carolina will have to punt. Here's Norman, I should say. And this time, Dwight has it at the 47. No room to run. So Atlanta sets up shop. They're winning the field position battle here. 1st and 10 at their own 47. Thomas Davis out of Georgia, making the quarterback sack, and a big play for the Panthers here. 2nd and 16 now. Atlanta has it at their own 41. 5:35 left, opening quarter. No score. Screen to Pegram, and he completes it for 8 yards. Coochley on the tackle for the Panthers. 3rd and 8. We're going to go nickel pass. Julius Peppers with the sack. And 4th and 14 now for Atlanta. So Carolina will get it right back. Here's the punt. It's inside the 5. We'll let it roll. Maybe it'll get to the end zone. It does not. Rolls dead right at the 5. So a little bit of a mistake there for the Panthers and yours truly. We will go with Williams on a dive play. Keep it simple. And D'Angelo Williams picks up 6 yards. Moves it out to the 11. Again, we got Steve Smith and Deion Sanders, and they're going to have quite a battle here, folks. They're going to risk throwing him here. Incomplete. Sanders' footwork is the best there is, and when he played back in the 90s, when he played for Atlanta, Dallas, and then San Francisco. No, not in that order, but he played for those 3 teams. You do not throw the ball to his half of the field. So, with that in mind, screen pass to Muhammad, wide receiver screen, 3rd down and 4. Incomplete pass. So, again, Panthers stall. They will have to punt. Here is Nortman. And again, Atlanta starting in good field position as Dwight makes a fair catch at the 49. Be 1st and 10 for Atlanta here. 2:17 left, opening quarter. We still have not had a score yet. Matty Ice runs it, and it's a pickup of 10 yards, just short of the first. It'll be second in inches, so Atlanta could call anything here. Let's see what happens. Pickup of 13 as White is tackled by Gamble, Roddy White. Let's look at him for a moment. He's out of Alabama, Birmingham. Pretty good receiver on the 2010 team, the 2010's Atlanta team that went to the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 51 3 years ago and played that game with New England where they had a very big lead, but New England rallied furiously back and won it in the first overtime Super Bowl, 34-28 that year. Meanwhile, back in this game, it's first and 10 Atlanta at the 28-yard line. Coochley all over Andrews, no flag. Second and 10 for Atlanta at the 28. Chris Norman comes up to tackle Andrews. Pickup of 4 yards. Third down and 6. Atlanta doing just a little bit better right now than Carolina is offensively. We'll go tight man pass. And that's the end of the first quarter. We have gone through one quarter of play with the score 0-0. So we get to call the play again. I'm going to call zone pass. Ryan was forced out of the pocket there, and he finds Andre Rison at the 17 for a first down. Gamble on the tackle, so Atlanta makes the first trip into the red zone in this game. See what they call here. Up the middle, William Andrews. Pickup of 9 yards. So again, Atlanta with a second and short, which gives them many options. Let's see what they do. Andrews. A fumble. Big play for Carolina. And they will go all the way back. A touchdown. Minter. 94 yards on a run back, and Carolina stunningly, after struggling offensively most of the first quarter, is on the board. Here's the extra point by Sly the extra point. See, I messed up his name, and just like that, it's 7-0 Panthers. First quarter just expiring. We're now a minute 48 into the second. Here is the kick. And it goes into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Atlanta. See, the teams have similar colors, or at least the way I look at it. So I'm getting confused here. First and 10 at the 20. Ryan back to pass, and he finds Jones, Julio Jones. Let's look at him real fast. Out of Alabama. Another receiver from those 2010-20 Atlanta teams. And he picks up the first down and a pickup of 16 yards. Norman again on the tackle for Carolina. First and 10 at the 36. And off to Andrews, and Andrews closely with another first down. A pickup of 9 yards. Let's see how he's doing so far. 6 carries, 23 yards. Seems like he's carried the ball a lot more than that. Second and 1. Pegram, complete, and he had room. Coochley makes the tackle at the 33, a 22-yard pickup for Eric Pegram. First and 10 Atlanta. Atlanta quickly on the move after giving up that defensive touchdown in the Carolina red zone. Ball to 33, first and 10. Jenkins with the sack. Look at him. Chris Jenkins out of Maryland. Big boy, 6'4", 335, according to the stats we have here on him. Second down and 15. Incomplete pass. It'll be third and 15. We will go dime, 4-1 dime, zone pass. This is caught, but it's going to be short of the first down. Jim Mitchell with a 12-yard pickup. And quick profile of him. He played on those 70s teams. He's at a Prairie View A&M, which is, I believe, in the southeast Texas area by Houston. And he picks up 12 yards. So short of the first, so there'll be a 43-yard effort. No good. No good. Matt Bryant, who used to be the kicker for Tampa Bay and once kicked a 62-yarder against Philadelphia somewhere in the aughts, making a big kick on that day. He's with Atlanta in the HTFL, and he missed a field goal there. Atlanta trailing, I should say, 7-0 with 9:19 to go till halftime. D'Angelo Williams once again, and he will pick up 3 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 to go. Hope you're enjoying this on the YouTube live stream. This is the first live stream that I have done, game live. I've been doing them to record, and I use Shotcut to edit them, and I put them up on YouTube as a video, as an edited video. So this is the first time we've done it live, as Bill O'Reilly would say. Nick Goings is going to get the ball here, and it's going to be a screen. And Goings kept going, 12 yards. 1st down. Atlanta closing in on the midfield stripe, and we'll give it to D'Angelo again. Pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards. Let's see what Muhammad could do on a medium out. Oh, Kuykendall got to him. Kuykendall, a sack, 6 yards, loss. 3rd down and 14 now for Carolina. Shotgun motion. We will go to Benjamin on a medium fly. Catches it, but he's short. He needed 14 yards and they only got 12, so it'll be a 4th and 2. Decision time for Carolina. And they are going to punt. We're going to try to pin Atlanta deep. Hoping
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Not a bad penalty for Carolina here, as that will just probably give them just a better angle to punt from. They will try it once again. This time it was a better punt than his last one in a similar situation, as he punts it for 39 yards. Kicked away from Dwight. Ball to 10 now of Atlanta's own side of the field. They trail 7-0. Rucker tackles Andrews after a 2-yard pickup. Let's take a look at Rucker real fast. Try to profile some more players for you. He's out of Nebraska, rated 8 at defensive end. So, good stop for him. 2nd down and 8. This time it was Pegram. Picks up 5. It'll be 3rd and 3. And I think we're going to key on Andrews and try to stop the run. But it's a pass. Jim Mitchell picks up 12 yards, tackled by Harris. And the ball now placed at the 29. 1st and 10. And Ryan has called a timeout. Saw something he didn't like. So with 3:33 left till halftime, it's 7-0 Carolina. That offensive touchdown scored by Minter was the only touchdown we have had so far. 1st and 10. Pepper's got a finger on it. Tipped it. Incomplete pass. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 now. Atlanta, 111 yards of total offense as compared to 59 by Carolina, but Carolina's got the lone touchdown so far. And Andrews, big play, 36 yards, 35 yards make that, as they throw a hitch pass to Andrew, and he had a whole bunch of room to run. Minter make the tackle at the 36, and that flips the field and puts Atlanta in good field position. 1st and 10 at the 36. They give to Andrews, and Andrews picks up no gain. Carolina will not use a timeout here. Each team does not have all complement of their timeouts. Atlanta with 2. They used the timeout just a few minutes ago, and Carolina with 3. Meanwhile, 2nd and 10 at the 36. They go with a slant pass to Jones, and he catches it. Ball 29, a pickup of 8, and it was Norman on the tackle. Chris Norman, very busy so far. Let's take a look at him. He's out of Coastal Carolina, having a good game so far, making a lot of tackles. 3rd and 2, and we will go run. And again, it's a pass, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass. So Carolina will keep Atlanta out of the end zone. It's just a matter of if they get 3 or not. And here's Matt Bryant to attempt the 45-yarder. This time it is good, which makes your score 7-3 with 1:43 left to go till halftime. Here's the kick. It's returnable, and it's Goodson bringing it out 29 yards to the 30. Carolina has not done much offensively, even though they have the lead. You got Smith still matched up with Deion Sanders. We're going to throw a pass here regardless, and we're going to go to Muhammad. Instead, Newton dumps it off. 9-yard pickup for Williams. And it goes to the hurry up. And they will go Olsen on an out. Again, they dump it off. This time to Goings, and he picks up 2 yards and a first down. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1:09 to go. Well, 3 wide receivers. And we will go shotgun. Olsen, medium slant. Newton runs, but it's a fumble, and Atlanta's got it. Atlanta has the ball again, 1st and 10 with 1:03 to go. They have 2 timeouts left. Ball to 43 of Carolina. Screen pass to Pegram, and he picks up 4 yards. That stops the clock because he got out of bounds. 54 seconds left. 2nd and 6 at the 39. This time it's Andrews, complete again. Minter comes up to tackle him. No gain. 3rd and 6. Atlanta calls timeout. They have 1 left. 45 seconds left at halftime. Carolina is going to go dime, zone, pass. Throw in complete.
Holding defense. Number 24, 5-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
We jinxed this, Mr. Norman. Defensive holding penalty, that's 5 yards, but more importantly, it's a 1st down for Atlanta, and that moves them to the 34 of Carolina. Screen to Pegram. Picks up 8 more. Atlanta moving into field goal range. In fact, they're going to try for the field goal right now. Carolina will burn a timeout. And that's a play that will not count. 29 seconds left, but Atlanta is going to kick the field goal right now for some reason. It's blocked. It's blocked. Julius Peppers got a hand on it. Beeson recovered for Carolina. And they have time to put something together very quickly. 1st and 10, Carolina, 25 seconds to go. They got 2 timeouts left still. And this is caught by Muhammad. Pickup of 6. They will use a timeout, which will stop the clock at 19 seconds. 2nd and 4 now at the 43. They're going to have to throw a pass with a little more oomph in it, and that might be just what Deion Sanders would want them to do. We're going to go medium slant to Smith. But we will change it since they're playing short, tight coverage, and we'll go Muhammad on a long fly. He might have it. He does. Pickup of 29, 10 seconds left. They will call timeout. And they might try a field goal here as Sly comes on to attempt a 45-yarder. This to give them a 10-3 lead. And Sly misses. No good. So Atlanta gets it back with 4 seconds to go. We will go quarter prevent. Andrews runs for 2, and that's the half. Your score, Carolina 7, Atlanta 3, and we will take a brief break. Okay, folks, just stand by for just one moment. I'm going to grab a little Coke here for a moment. Welcome back to the second half of this HTFL game between Atlanta and Carolina. The Carolina Panthers leading 7-3 on a defensive touchdown by Minter, who ran it back a fumble 94 yards when it looked like Atlanta was going to score. They will get the ball to start the second half.
Kicking team.
Kick goes out of bounds, and that gives Carolina a good field position at the 40. We will go Williams off tackle right. He picks up 3. And as we start this third quarter, Atlanta with 168 yards total offense, Carolina with 110. Atlanta only committing 1 penalty, and that was for no yardage. That was just the kickoff that just went out of bounds now. That was their first penalty. Newton, 7 for 10, 82 yards. Matt Ryan, 12 for 19, 145. Anyway, back to the game. 2nd down and 7 for Carolina. And we're going to go to Goings on a short pass. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Carolina offense has been stymied. Only throwing the short pass on occasion. And they don't want to throw to Smith because he's the one that's being covered by Deion Sanders. Muhammad, medium hitch. And he can't hang on. Trufant on the coverage, defensive coverage for Atlanta. They will have to punt again as Nortman comes in. Gives it to Dwight. Dwight, who was a great return man for Atlanta back in the late 90s, took them to a Super Bowl, which they lost to Denver and upset the highly favored Minnesota Vikings in the 98-99 season. Up at the Metrodome in Minneapolis when it looked like Minnesota was going to go all the way. And he picks up 5 yards on the return after a punt of 48. So, Matty Ice, coming back out. He was 12 for 19 for 145 yards in the first half. 1st and 10 Atlanta at their own 14. Pegram goes for 4 yards. Peppers makes the tackle at the 18. 2nd and 6 from there. 16-yard pickup as Andrews picks up a block. Mitchell caught the Ryan pass for a 1st down, and that's 16 yards to the 34, 1st and 10. Pass was deflected by Minter. He was looking for Roddy White. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. A pitch to William Andrews, and he picks up 6 on the right side. Norman makes the tackle. 3rd and 4. Zone pass. Tries a short hitch to Jones, tipped by Minter, incomplete. So Atlanta's drive has been stymied at the 40-yard line. 4th and 4. I don't think they will fake. We'll set up for a return. But it's blocked. It's blocked. Julius Peppers again, who blocked a field goal earlier. Blocks the punt, and Kuechly recovers at the 27 of Atlanta. So again, defense and special teams saving the day for Carolina. What play will they call here? I think they're going to go with a quick pass to Muhammad. Incomplete. Nice effort, though. We'll go to D'Angelo Williams on a sweep right. Oh, and Williams loses 3 yards. Kearney brings him down. No penalty on the play. And that brings up a 3rd and 13. 3 wide receivers. We will go with man in motion. And we will go medium pass. And we'll go to Steve Smith. And this time Smith is there. Pickup of 16 yards. Let's look at the replay. Yeah, he beat Dion. For a change. And it's 1st and 10 for for Carolina. I beg your pardon. At the Falcon 14. Goings on a dive play. Picks up a yard. Kuykendall on the tackle for Atlanta. We'll go Williams. Trap right. No gain there. Quickly, it's 3rd and 9. 3 wide receivers. Olsen. Medium cross. And Newton keeps. He'll pick up 2. 2 yards for Cam Newton, who's been quiet so far today. Field goal time for Joey Sly. And he's looking for a kick here to make it a 10-3 game. Up. Good. So this defensive struggle continues on. We have a field goal by Joey Sly, and it's 10-3 Carolina. Dwight back to receive the kickoff for Atlanta. And it goes into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now. 1st and 10 for Atlanta at their own 20. And this time the pass is caught by Mitchell. 17-yard gain. They'll mark it at the 37. It was Harris making the tackle for Carolina. One of the 2 safeties. 1st and 10. 7:49 to go. 3rd quarter. Penalty.
Encroachment defense. Number 77, 5-yard penalty.
Jenkins gets a little trigger happy and commits an encroachment penalty. 5 yards. Atlanta will take the yardage. 1st and 5. Pegram. He's just short of the 1st as he runs off left tackle. Kuechly on the tackle for Carolina. Algie Crumpler comes into the game for the Falcons. Trailing 10-3 still. Looking for that equalizing touchdown. See what they do on 2nd and short. They give to Andrews, and he's got the 1st down. Harris hurt on the play. It was Harris. So Grant has now stepped in for Carolina to replace him. I believe that's who the replacement is. So I wonder if Atlanta will try to throw to him right away. We'll see who Grant is covering. That's Mitchell, so watch for Mitchell here. 1st and 10. Nope, they give to Pegram. Pegram on the right side picks up 13 yards on a pitch play. And Atlanta in business at the 39 of Carolina. 1st and 10. 9-yard pickup. Sorry, make that an 8-yard pickup as Ryan throws to Roddy White. Gamble on the tackle. So Atlanta again moving the ball quite nicely. They are almost outgaining Carolina 2-1. I think we will key on Andrews on this running play. We think it'll be a running play.
False start. Offense, number 11, 5-yard penalty.
Atlanta gets a little fidgety. Jones with the false start. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ryan looking for Andrews, incomplete. 3rd down and 7. We will go tight man and pass. Nickel formation. Incomplete. So Carolina again. Better to be lucky than to be good. Atlanta will punt at the 36. I'm going to watch for a fake. But nope, it was indeed a punt, and a good punt it was. Marked down at the 1-yard line. So Atlanta pinning Carolina deep. Pivotal moment of this game, up to this point anyway. 10-3. Panthers leading. We're going to go to Newton on a sweep right. And that was a good call. Pick up a 6 yards. Kuykendall on the tackle for Atlanta. We'll go Muhammad, short slant. He's got it. 7-yard pickup. We'll give to D'Angelo again. He picks up 5 more. Okay. Feeling like I got a hot hand here. We'll go with a screen to Nick Goings. It's caught, and it's a 1st down. Deion Sanders making the tackle. Pick up a 12. Williams, trap left. Gonna call it anyway. Nothing doing there. Looked like Jesse Tuckle got to him. Pickup of 1 yard. And it will be 2nd down and 9. I haven't called Greg Olson too much. We'll go to him on a short hitch. Not there. Incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd and 9 with under a minute to go in the quarter. We'll go Benjamin with a medium slant. Not there. So Newton struggling against this Atlanta defense. 10 for 18, 117 yards. They will punt again. Nortman to Dwight. And Dwight makes a fair catch at the 25. 1st and 10 for the Falcons from there. And this time it was Pegram being tackled by Rucker on off-tackle right play as we near the end of the 1st quarter. Pegram again. He's got the 1st down. Pickup of 9 as they pitch right. So we have 1 quarter left to play, barring overtime, and your score, Carolina 10, Atlanta 3. And once again, this is the first live stream we have done of an HTFL game. I'm very glad that you are with us, either live or on tape delay, as they say in the biz. It's been a defensive struggle. Atlanta's been moving the ball very well on Carolina, but they are not showing for it on the scoreboard. They have a 1st and 10 play coming up from their own 37 as we start this 4th quarter. It's a give to Andrews. Andrews is stuffed at the line by Luke Kuechly. So Atlanta, once again, cannot can move it in spurts. They're moving it much better than Carolina has, but a tight defensive contest so far. 2nd and 10. This is a safety blitz. Coochley makes his 10th tackle on the day. 5-yard pickup for Andrews, and it will be 3rd and 5. This is caught.
Holding. Offense.
But it's
Number
coming back.
78. 10-yard penalty.
Ken got called for holding, and that cost them a first down. 3rd and 15 now for the Falcons. We will go 3-2 dime, zone, pass. Caught, and they make the first down anyway. Mitchell with the first down, and that moves it up to the 48. They got 52 yards to get that tying score. 1st and 10. Andrews, off tackle run to the right side, picks up 5. Short makes the tackle for Carolina. Let's look at Short real fast. And he's an 8 defensive tackle. He's out of Purdue, and he's been playing with the Panthers as of recently. Right now, we have 2nd and 5 at the 47. Pickup of 1 yard. 1 yard as Pegram on a dive play tackled by Jenkins. It will be 3rd and 4. Time for a zone. Penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Oh, that's a big
Number
one.
21. 5-yard penalty.
Lucas. 1st and 10 now for Atlanta. Let's look at Lucas real fast. Well, he's out of the game, so I can't. Ball at the 41 of Carolina. And that is Andrews. Andrews picks up 3 yards. Running the ball, Atlanta has done so 24 times for 95 yards. Carolina has not done that much better. 19 carries for 50 yards. So Atlanta has done good and done better than Carolina. But both teams struggling with the running game. 2nd down and 7. And we have Gerald Riggs coming into the game. Gerald Riggs, who's on those 80s teams. Very capable running back, and he will be wearing number 37. Let's look at him. Profile him. Arizona State was where he played college football, the Sun Devils. 3rd and 5. We will go nickel, man, pass. Looks like a first down, and it is. As Mitchell catches it. It's 5 catches for 73 yards on Mitchell. Should this stand? We're going to challenge it, though.
Upon further review, the runner was stopped short of the first down. No timeout will be charged.
And in fact, he did not make first down yardage after further review. 4th and inches. Ball at 31. They'll try a 48-yarder here for Bryant. No good. No good. So that would have cut it to 10-6, but the kick went no good. I believe that's the 2nd miss that Matt Bryant has had on the day for Atlanta. So your score is still 10-3. So what do you do if you're Carolina? Well, I'm going to give the ball to Goings because they'll be expecting it to go to Williams. Trap play right. Didn't fool Atlanta. Atlanta's playing the run. They're up in there tight, flooding the box. Kearney made the tackle for the Falcons, and it was a pickup of 1 yard. We're going to give it to D'Angelo this time. Sweep left. 3rd and 4 now as Williams picks up 5, and Scott Case comes along, makes his case, tackles him for a 5-yard pickup at the 44. 3rd and 4 now. And I'm going to bootleg Cam Newton. have him earn his pay, but hold on.
Encroachment defense. Number 97, 5-yard penalty.
5-yard pickup on a first down for Carolina as Atlanta gets their hand in the cookie jar. So, I think if Carolina wants to keep the ball on the ground and chew up clock, we'll go D'Angelo Williams, trap left. Again, Atlanta flooding that box. Atlanta knows they're going to run the ball. That's because that's the most predictable thing you could do is to run the ball. But Atlanta really wants to run that clock down. Up a touchdown, 10-3. We'll go a pitch right to Goings because no one would expect that. And to pick up a 2 yards. Pickup of 2. And we are going to have a 3rd and 6 situation at the 47. Steve Smith, the last time he ran into Dion, he doesn't look like, oh yes he is, he's paired with Dion here. He had success. We're going to go medium hitch here. Throws incomplete. Incomplete pass. The Panthers run 2:56 off the clock, but Carolina will still have to dodge another 6 minutes and 42 seconds of playing time as Norman will try a sideline punt. Keep it away from Tim White, and that's not a good punt either. Goes out of bounds at the 18 for just a 29-yard punt. 1st and 10 Atlanta at their own 18. Williams, no gain. Rucker on the tackle. 6:30 to go on this very nice day in Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. 10-3 lead for the hometown Panthers. Coming up next on many of these HTFL stations, we have Tampa Bay going to Jacksonville in a lower South matchup. These two teams, Atlanta and Carolina, playing in the upper South Division, along with Tennessee and Indianapolis. Anyway, back to the game. 2nd and 10, ball at the 18. Incomplete pass. We have Terrence Mathis going into the game for Atlanta. 3rd and 10, dime formation, zone pass. Penalty.
False start. Offense. Number 2, 5-yard penalty. Repeat. 3rd down.
Oh, they called Matt Ryan on head faking. That'll move him back 5. And otherwise, it's going to be the same play call for Carolina, a zone pass in 4-1 dime formation. Oh, a sack! Short. A big play. Super play. And now that backs Atlanta up to the point where they will not have their normal punting distance. We'll go fair catch here. And Atlanta punts at 54 yards from Bosher. And that gives Carolina the ball on their own 43. But right now, their friend is the clock. They will go outside run, D'Angelo Williams. No gain on the play. But look for the Panthers to run all that time off that clock. We'll go with a run again. Sweep left, D'Angelo Williams. This time it's a nice play, 11 yards. Williams, 17 carries, 52 yards on the day so far. 3:50 to go, and that just gives Carolina more of a chance to run time off the clock. We're going to play the hot hand and go to D'Angelo again, off tackle right. Pick up a 5. And playing in tight. So this would be a good time to do play action. We'll go to Walls, Wesley Walls. Incomplete. 2:15 to go now. And we're going to go Cam Newton for something. Sweep left. Nothing, not much there as Tuckle only drops him for a 1 yard gain. 2:08 to go. We'll run it to the 2-minute warning. Now, interesting situation here. 4th and 4 from the 40. Not good odds at a field goal, only 23%. So we will pooch the ball with Nortman, and he will try to pin Atlanta deep. And again, not a good kick. 25
Offsides.
yards.
Defense. 5-yard penalty.
Oh, hold the phone. Dion. Prime time. Cost his team big there. An offsides penalty against the defense. That's a first down. Carolina not out of the woods yet, but Atlanta's going to have to burn their timeouts. Trap right with Goings. Pickup of 2 yards. That's 10 tackles on the day for Kearney. He's had a good game today for the defensive front for Atlanta. Let's see what we got here. We'll go Williams off tackle right. Atlanta now 2 timeouts as they just used one. 2 yards. 2 yards. And that was off at tackle right. Sanders made the tackle. 1 timeout now left for Atlanta, and we're going to try to make them use it. Williams, sweep right. Big play. 20-yard pickup. That's why you run the ball all those times for no effort. And now Atlanta out of timeouts. Newton is just going to kneel on the ball a few times, and this is going to be over. Newton takes the knee the first time. We now run the clock down to about under a minute to go. Carolina's going to win this game. Go 1-0 on the year. The only touchdown was a defensive one. This was quite a struggle. Takes the knee again, and that's your game. Carolina 10, Atlanta 3. Here you see the scoring summary, and there wasn't much there. Minter with the 94-yard fumble recovery. Bryant kicked the field goal to cut it to 7-3. Sly kicked the field goal back in the third quarter, and that was your final score, friends, 10-3. So I'm glad you all dropped by, saw this game either live or on tape. As I had a blast doing it live, I gotta tell you. And we will talk to you all again very soon. And that's going to do it for tonight's game. Wish you all well. Hope you're all doing well. Wish you all good health.